So the MJ of boxing, Floyd Mayweather, gave his reaction to Gervonta knocking out Frank Martin by leaking the infamous doghouse sparring between Gervonta and Devin Haney. And I'm talking about the full sparring. So if you was one of them people that thought the beef between Floyd and Gervonta wasn't real, it was only to sell the fight, absolutely not. You was absolutely incorrect. If the beef wasn't real, Floyd wouldn't be leaking the full infamous doghouse sparring between Tank and Devin. And I'm telling you, that sparring was legendary. I know Tank is pissed right about now on how petty Floyd Mayweather is. The fact that Floyd leaked this full sparring immediately after Tank knocked out Frank. We all know Tank is a beast. He's one in a generation type of talent. But man, the way Devin Haney was putting hands on Tank in sparring, I see why Tank was trying to end the sparring. For some reason, Tank kept trying to find a way out, and he wasn't letting his hands go from round one. Devin Haney was touching him up, so you can't even really say Tank gassed out because Devin Haney was getting the best of him from round one till the sparring ended. We all know in doghouse rules, you spar till somebody quit. And that's what ended up happening. That's why I know Gervonta is pissed right about now at Floyd Mayweather for doing this. Floyd was having too much fun then, during the sparring, and he's having too much fun now. That's why you can't play with Floyd. One thing for sure, Ryan Garcia robbed us by cheating Devin Haney of a great, massive fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta. Two things for certain. We need to see this fight. I know Tank is not going to be able to live with this footage out of him desperately trying to find a way out of the doghouse sparring against Devin Haney. I can see why Gervonta hates Floyd. Apparently, Tank never forgot about this sparring. And everything Devin Haney has been telling us for the past 8 years regarding this sparring was absolutely true. Because it was Gervonta who waved the white flag in the corner. At least his team did, and that's how Bill Haney ended up winning money and everyone that betted on Devin Haney that day. Therefore, we got to see this fight. Once Devin Haney makes his comeback, if he is still the same, then we have to see Devin Haney versus Gervonta. That's the fight to make. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below on Floyd Mayweather leaking the infamous full doghouse sparring between Devin Haney and Gervonta moments after Gervonta knocked out Frank Martin. Subscribe below and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak wa kulla aam wa antum bakhair.
What's your reaction to Mayweather making the claims on X that your fight was canceled the last couple of weeks?
He the one told Frank that I was running at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that.
Really? How'd you know that?
Because I seen his people's drive by while I was running.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they were like spying?
No. He got a club. Called Girl Collection, and it closed at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. And they so happened to catch me while I was running. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me.
How frustrating has this been on you, this ordeal being with Mayweather, kind of going back and forth with the love-hate relationship? Where do things stand right now?
It's cool. I don't really think too much of it. It's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Is Leonard GTD now? I saw you have the GTD shirt.
Leonard is with the winning team.
Tank. Hey Tank, your coach said every time you fight a fight, they get better after. Mario Barrios, Pitbull, Rolly, Ryan. Do you think Frank Martin's going to get a lot better after this fight? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go back to the drawing board and see look at the fight and see where he messed up at. It was a lot of holes that not a lot, but it was just little mistakes that he was doing that I picked up on as the fight was going on.
You think that's that big stage jitters that, he's never been there before, so maybe mistakes? I mean, not taking away your credit, you were definitely deserving the favor of the fight, but you think sometimes a fighter comes in and if they have a game plan, it might be a little off, whatever they're trying, just because they're fighting you on a big stage?
Yeah, probably so. Not probably, but for sure. Because of, you gotta think about somebody like, somebody trying to knock you out, you know what I mean? So I think his whole big, his plan was not to get knocked out, you know what I mean? That's why he was moving a lot and things like that. But I knew what was his game plan, you know what I mean? So I knew that he was gonna try to stay away and box. So that's what made me stay in his face. And also like how Floyd did with Zab. Floyd lost a couple rounds before he wound up taking advantage of the fight because he knew that Zab was going to get tired. So he stayed in his face. And Zab was sharp too. Like, you cannot say that Frank not sharp. You know what I mean? He came out pretty decent, and then I just had to overwhelm him.
Do you feel like you're one of those fighters where they always say, like guys like Floyd and other fighters, they don't get you out in the first 2 rounds, after 3 or 4 it's done, it's over, the fight's over, like there's no way to even.
Yeah, I just start picking up, just like calculating, like, you know what I mean, just start downloading and things like that of somebody's mistakes and like saying what they got, what they do good and what they do bad. Once you're in there, it's all right watching tapes and stuff like that, but you gotta actually be in there with someone to start picking up what they, what they good at and what they're not good at.
Talking about Zab Judah, he had you in 4 rounds. His prediction was 4 rounds for this fight, yes. And off the topic, we got a sneak peek of your locker screen.
By the way, Zab is my guy, and Zab was my favorite fighter before Floyd came out. For sure.
Off the topic, we got a sneak peek of your locker screen with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Fans talk about it.
Couple more questions, guys.
Yeah, fire, right? I like females with Yankee hat. There's something about it.
Did Jay-Z gets mad at that?
No, not trying to hit on her, but you know what I mean? Jay-Z my guy, yeah, Jay-Z my guy. You trying to get me in trouble.
I know you had good interactions with both, but if Canelo and Benavidez do fight, what do you have in that fight?
Come on, man. Both of them are my guys. I'll be a boxing fan. But that'd be a good fight, though. I fuck with both of them.
Who's the hardest puncher in boxing? You, Italy, or Benavidez? Pound for pound hardest puncher in boxing, regardless of weight class.
Me. I gotta say me, right?
Yeah.
What you gonna do to unwind?
Who?
What are you gonna do to unwind?
Unwind?
After this victory?
I don't know, probably grab food, chill, probably sleep.
Last question, guys.
Probably chill for sure. Stay out there. Great.
Thank you, man. Phenomenal shape these past 14 months. Is it right back to work or you want to take a layoff?
Nah, I gotta get right back to work. Probably like a week now. At first I was taking a little minute off, but now I gotta get back probably like a week or 2. I say a week or 2.
What do you say about all the people that say you had a lot of nervous energy this week just because you've been talking more and more vocal? So people really get to see who Gervonta is all about. What do you see them?
It's just an on and off switch. You know what I mean? Just trying to build up and sell a fight. That's it.
How effective do you think the mental games were this week?
I can't really tell though. Like if it's like probably then and now, but I don't know how it would affect in the ring because people can be like, I don't know.
What was your thoughts when he flinched at the weigh-in? You knew you had him?
Yeah, I knew I could get him with my feints in the fight. That's why you see when I faked him in the ring, jump back. That's when I start picking up too. Like he will be in front of me, but if I'm about to throw something, he'll back all the way up. So I knew I had to like stay in his face and like keep my guard high. And by the way, I got this from blocking, and he just punched him in. So he didn't actually catch me. You know what I mean? So it happened.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks for giving us
Congratulations,
Happy Father's Day, guys.